Merry Christmas! I decided to talk today about a pretty interesting topic that many viewers of the Skibidi Toilet series have been wondering about, namely the top 10 strongest Skibidi toilets in the entire series. Some have gotten stronger through modifications and improvements, and some were strong from the beginning without any additional parts. In order to compile this top, I had to re-watch the whole series to make it more accurate. So give it a like and make sure you watch this video to the end so you don't miss anything interesting. And if you have already done that, here we go. So in 10th place is Skibidi Rocket Man from episode 14. As we all know, he was the first Skibidi toilet of all to be modified in any way, and his main weapon is the boosters that can accelerate him to great speeds, and his steel toilet made it easy to destroy the enemy. These weapons helped him a couple of times. For example, in episode 14, during his debut, he single-handedly crushed 55 cameramen, and in episode 20, he helped G-Man weaken the Titan Cameraman, causing him to go missing for a long time, though the Rocket Man himself died afterward. While he has done useful things for the Skibidi Toilet race, he is also a rather stupid character, as in episode 14 he deliberately shot down his allies to destroy the cameramen, even though he could have just gone behind their backs and then accelerate from there to take out other cameramen without jeopardizing your other allies. By the way, when I made the top 25 dumbest characters, this toilet was there. Click on the top right corner to watch this video. The 9th place is occupied by the already well-known Astro Scorpion. He is one of the very first Astro toilets we were ever shown on the show. His debut was in the 60th episode, and there he held G-Man's head so that Astro UFO would kill him, but Skibidi the scientist prevented them, and even damaged Astro Scorpion, tearing off one of his claws, because of which we did not see him for 10 episodes, after which he appeared in the first part of the 70th episode, where he showed his true strength without problems, dodging the attacks of two Titans, and in the 72nd episode, he fought with G-Man. He would have defeated him if he hadn't been so arrogant and confident. Because of his overconfidence, he taunted G-Man the whole fight. But later he paid the price when he caught G-Man's purple spheres, which caught his claws and damaged him very badly, after which Scorpion was taken away by Astro Juggernaut, and his current fate is unknown. But there can be two ways of events. The first of them is that Astro Scorpion could be killed, because as we know, Astro Toilets is a very strict and disciplined race, because they have not forgiven G-Man, who did not support their views, and they will not forgive Scorpion even more, because he also dropped his claws, one of which is now actively used by Titan Cameraman, and the other one was taken by the TV men. The second option is that Astro Scorpio may be spared, because in battle he has some courage and well-thought-out tactics, and he will be restored, but it will be the last chance, because he has already screwed up, and twice, and the third time he will not forgive. 8th place goes to the fake toilets. G-Man with saws, G-Man with 11 lasers, and G-Man with rocket launchers. While these characters have shown themselves to be not very smart, they are very strong indeed, and if they attack the TV Man Titan all together, they might be able to at least wound him. The weakest of them is G-Man with saws, because saws are short-range weapons, and against the same Titans, who have long-range weapons, saws are almost useless, although you can still do some damage, but he could not do it, because he was held by Titans, and then he was killed by TV Man Titan. The second strongest is G-Man with 11 lasers. He is a bit stronger than his predecessor because he has a long-range weapon that will be more or less effective against the Titans, and will be able to damage them quite seriously, but it still did not help against TV Man Titan, because he just absorbed the energy of lasers, and then destroyed him with his TV. And finally, the strongest of the three is G-Man with rocket launchers. As we know from the series itself, rocket launchers have been in great demand on both sides of the conflict since episode 44, and are very effective in battles. And G-Man with rocket launchers has 4 blocks of rockets, 4 in each, that is 16 rockets in total, which are self-filling, which makes him much stronger than his predecessors, and allows him to do enormous damage to his enemy. In 7th place is a character who is not plot important, but has a huge power with which he can destroy even someone from the Titans. We are talking about the 8-missile toilet Skibidi from episode 7. 71. In it, when TV Man Titan appeared on the battlefield, this toilet was not afraid of the Titans, and even managed to break one of his TV sets. And when there were 3 Titans, he, as if nothing happened, got 2 more blocks of rocket launchers from behind the mountain and started firing them at the Titans. And if TV Man Titan had not repelled them, it is not known whether the Titans would have survived. His weapons, as mentioned above, are rocket launchers, which differ from regular rocket launchers in that they are much longer, taller, and longer flying and do much more damage, making them very dangerous weapons, even against Titans. We were also clearly shown that this toilet is very brave, because he stood all alone against 3 Titans and did not even think about any retreat, which of course deserves respect. The 6th place is occupied by Mecha Skibidi Scholar. As we all know, Mecha Scientist is a big scientist suit that first appeared in episode 60, but according to some reports, Scientist had 2 suits, and we will discuss the second one. His armament consists of 2 laser cannons and 2 acid rocket launchers, which are attached to the tentacles at the back of the toilet. He used them to attack the Titans perfectly until the tentacles were destroyed. He also has a small cannon mounted on his right temple, which, however, is capable of knocking down an entire Titan due to the sheer explosive power of the projectile itself, and was used as his main weapon, allowing him to effectively fight off Titans. Another of his weapons was a laser built into the eye socket of his right eye. It was with this laser that he hit Plunger Man when he interfered with him. His most important ability, however, is a television set hidden behind a large speaker. Thanks to this TV, he hypnotized Titan Cameraman, first to kill himself and then to kill the weaker Titan Speaker Man. After all these events, the suit was very badly damaged because the TV Man Titan came and destroyed the scientist's suit without any problems, after which he disappeared for a long time, but appeared in the 4th part of the 77th episode, where he destroyed one of the Astro Fighters. His weaponry now consists of 3 Astro Toilet lasers, 2 of which are attached to his tentacles, and the 3rd sticking out of his head. It is likely that this suit is now run by Kleiner, for he was the smartest toilet of all, right after the scientist, and was his apprentice, and now continues his work, but on the side of the Alliance. The top 5 is Astro Maser Spike. Although he appeared only once, namely in episode 74, we can already assume what abilities he possesses. Of the known of him at the moment, it is his battering ram, because judge for yourself. This character is 200 meters tall, and if he crashes into someone, then if not kill, then very badly wounded, depriving the opportunity to use his full potential. However, does he have any other abilities? In my recent video, we discussed your theories in the comments, one of which was, Maser's ship has 2 turbines visible in the back that look like nuke bays, and maybe he can use them. If this theory is true, then Maser's ship is a very serious threat to the Alliance and Skibidi Toilets, because if it drops these bombs, it will have a blast radius of about 10 kilometers, causing huge losses to both the Alliance and Skibidi Toilets. Another confirmation that Maser Spike deserves to stand in 3rd place is his assistance. Chances are, if he is such a huge character, he can at any rate transport medium Astro Toilets, similar to the Astro Carrier from episode 75, who will defend him against small to medium opponents. And finally, his last trump card is a huge layer of armor, which is very difficult to penetrate, both ordinary agents and huge Titans, and even if they start attacking all together, it will not have a proper effect, so Maser Spike deservedly remains in its 3rd place. 4th place goes to the strongest female toilet. She first appeared in episode 76 and immediately showed what she can do. She has 4 pincers endowed with lasers. In addition to laser eyes, she has the ability to spew lasers from her mouth. In addition, like all Astro Toilets, she has hyperspeed. Not much is known about her, but she will show all her abilities in the future. The 3rd place goes to Astro Juggernaut. Unfortunately, this character is not too big, and he doesn't have a lot of equipment, but all this is compensated by his powerful cannon and excellent shield. His cannon is so powerful that even if its projectile explodes 100 meters away from the target, that target will still get hit by the shockwave and will be knocked back very hard, as we were clearly shown in part 2 of episode 72. Also, he fought very well in the battle with the TV man Titan in the new 4-part 77 episode, and could have killed him if G-Man 5.0 hadn't shown up to save him. In this battle, Juggernaut showed such qualities as speed, maneuverability, agility, and wit, which is also very important in war to fight his opponents with dignity. He is also very angry with both sides of the conflict, as they killed his dog in episode 75, and he is clearly intent on revenge. The second place of our top today is none other than G-Man, because he has a lot of weapons, which he used in all the fights, thanks to which he is still alive. Also, his physical strength is also good, as we were shown how he was able to push Astro Scorpion away with his head, was able to topple TV Man Titan, and had no problem biting off enemies' weapons, armor, and even their limbs, and his main trump card is strategic thinking, because as we know, he has a plan for everything, and even fights according to a plan, and unlike Tevman Titan, he respects his opponent and never underestimates him, and considering that he will soon become a Titan, he will be able to easily resist Mazer's ship himself, despite all his guards and defenses. Unlike the Titans, G-Man fights only to win, not just to the end, and thinks about how to win, not just to die heroically, because if G-Man dies, Skibidi Toilets will be finished, because they will have no chance to survive. As for his new abilities, you can immediately notice a laser in the place where his eye was knocked out, as well as lasers on his helmet and 2 huge lasers behind the toilet. All of these lasers are very effective, and especially if G-Man uses them all together. And now, if we take into account all the above facts, G-Man quite deservedly gets the second place in this top. Well, the strongest toilet, in my opinion, is the Astro Duke toilet, or Astro Titan. At the moment, there is very little information about it, but it is at the top of the hierarchy of Astro toilets. What do you think? Who is the strongest toilet? If you get a lot of likes, I will make a second part of this video where I will tell you about the strongest character in the history of the series. But in the meantime, you can watch my other videos. I am a super cameraman. Bye-bye, everyone.